How do you know which nutrients you are most limited in? If you're only looking at soil samples, you may be missing out. My name is Tyler Steinkamp, agronomist for WinField United, and today we're going to go through how to evaluate tissue sample data to make better decisions for your plant nutrition program. In order to better illustrate this, I made this box here. This box represents your crop's yield potential. You'll notice whatever nutrient is most limiting is what's going to limit your overall yield potential. As I start to try to add more yield to this system, we continue to lose it because we're deficient in that nutrient. Now I can add more of that specific nutrient. In this case, we're adding some zinc here, but you got to remember that it's a systems approach. So just because we correct one nutrient doesn't necessarily mean that another nutrient couldn't come up as deficient. Okay, so we have to continue to build this yield so that we can continue to add more yield potential. Now we can evaluate where our crop is at in two ways. We can look at our soil samples, which is a good indication of where our nutrients are at in the soil. However, it doesn't necessarily tell us how much is actually getting into the plant. And so that's where tissue samples can help you evaluate how much of the nutrients are actually physically getting into the plant. Here's an example of a tissue sample report. Look down at the target down here. You'll notice that if we read it clockwise, it'll give our macronutrients, secondary nutrients, and micronutrients. Anything in the red we are deficient on and we should be correcting. So in this particular sample, I would recommend putting on boron. Tissue samples can be very valuable. In the answer plots, we did a trial to evaluate foliar zinc. Across 51 locations, we averaged 2.7 bushels per acre with a foliar zinc. However, at the 33 sites that the tissue sample came back deficient, we averaged a 7.5 bushel yield increase. A tissue sample can help you better evaluate what nutrients you're short on and help you make better plant nutrition decisions. If you have any further questions, please click this link below or contact your local WinField United retailer.